Hello friends and welcome back. There are only 500 spots in Platinum 4 and we are getting close to it. Today we're taking on COW, no not that COW, Champions of War. So we'll see if we can get a victory today. And we're taking in none other than the trusty trio. Let's get right into it. So our opponents are running Siphon today. We have a Punisher 2099 up on Long Distance Relationship, and I have the Buffet link active. So I'm going to take in Warlock here just to get the infection going, and then Buffet is not an issue, rather than worry about needing to wait for Void to get Petrifies up. Meanwhile, I'm going to have to do a lot of parrying to avoid him throwing a special 1, which I don't want to do because of the block penetration from the Siphon global. So you can see he's getting power drained pretty nicely. He hasn't thrown a special yet, which is what the goal was here. But I've taken a significant chunk of my health just in parry and block damage. But, you know, that's what the goal of the Siphon node is to give you damage even when you play well. So, alright, next up we have a Havok on the left mini-boss. This is Aggression Fury, and Warlock. I'm just going to top him off here with a single potion, and then he'll be ready to go. This is an interesting placement for Havok, only because if you have somebody who counters Havok naturally, the node really doesn't do anything for him. If you go into this fight with a suboptimal counter, then you're probably going to have a bad time. The Aggression Fury, I mean, it doesn't really do anything, and Havok's not a villain, so it's not like he is gaining block penetration or really anything. Maybe the danger here is that because you can't dodge or you can't punish his special 1 consistently, that's the problem, but I don't know. I wasn't even really worried here about pushing him to a special 2, just because, you know, Warlock is such a good counter to Havok in pretty much any situation. I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so we're going to try and just keep him in the corner here. He's getting power drained pretty quickly, as everybody in War does who runs willpower against Warlock. You know, the more I think about it, the more I think that Warlock's special 1 with that tiny shock, that's what it was designed to do. I think that it was designed to just place an additional, almost pointless debuff in an effort to get willpower to trigger on opponents and have them degen and power drain. Alright, so we're going to go up against this Medusa. Now you notice I did not bring a Symbiote Supreme or another Mystic Champ to deal with her. And that's because I really needed Namor for at least 1, maybe 2 bosses at the end of the map. So I couldn't really afford to bring a good counter to her. But since she's stunnable, I don't have to worry about getting backed into the corner. When she has Living Strands active, I can just carry heavy. And meanwhile, the degen from Void will tick her down. Considered going in here with Warlock, but again, the infection length is lessened by the number of buffs on the opponent, so you know he's not typically good against most cosmic opponents who have consistent buffs. So I was concerned that it would fall off at the wrong time, and then I would trigger Buffet, and the fight would be pretty much over. It's not much better here, to be honest, because I get the last few times I've taken Void into War, it feels like, I haven't had very good RNG with Petrify, and no different here. You'll see that I have 4 of the 6 debuffs up and no Petrifies yet, so you know, we're a third of the way through the fight, and I've done barely a dent into her because I haven't been able to cancel her regen because the Petrifies won't come up. This also has Masochism on it, so you see a moment ago I had a chance to finally actually apply Petrified, but the Masochism node ate it. So here we go. I finally have one up. She's heal blocked, degenning. And from here, it's just a matter of paying attention to her buffs and making sure not to trigger Living Strands. So we're going to apply a Dark Sting here, which is perfect because she's been pretty helpful with her specials. So she gets an additional degen plus the natural degen from the Intimidating Presence ability. And we are well on our way to victory in this fight. So it really takes a lot for me to... It's hard for me to just go in with 1 hit and back off. Every natural instinct tells me to go in with a 5-hit combo. I really have to work hard to force myself not to. So we get out of there with a full AB, pretty happy. Now we have a ghost up on, what is this, recovery and some other healing thing, it doesn't matter. So Ghost is a villain. So, you know, she does get a little help from the block penetration from Siphon. Again, I'm not really too worried about it because Ghost specials are very easy to bait, and moreover, Warlock, in addition to being able to heal block, he can also apply the armor break to her, which will prevent her from phasing for at least a little bit. I don't have to worry about accidentally missing and then getting counterattacked. Nothing else going on here. This seems like just a diversity play. I don't think anybody actually expects Ghost to get a kill in Alliance War. I would be pretty embarrassed to die to a Ghost in Alliance War. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that now. Down she goes. And, alright, so the rest of Section 2 is taken care of for me. Now we're moving up to Boss Island. There was a Nick Fury on that node, which I had planned on taking, but somebody else got him before I could. So now we're going to go up to this Korg. Going to boost up here. So this is a matchup that should not be affected by Namor's balance changes. Since Korg is bleed immune, he's still going to give me outrage on every medium attack. So this should pretty much be an example of how Namor is exactly the same before the changes and after the changes. So you saw we applied some little boosts. I definitely could have, maybe I should have boosted up a little bit higher. Since the season is kind of a lost one, you've noticed the last 2, maybe 3 wars, I've really been trying to avoid over boosting where possible. Just because, you know, I think I can still do these fights unboosted, as I've done, as you've seen. Boosting just gives me that little extra bit of confidence. But with no way to really make it out of Platinum 4, I'm kind of, you know, if we can stay in Platinum 4, I will do enough to keep us there for sure. Alright, so we're going to try and bait out this special 1 so that we can launch our first SP3 just before Pierce Rex hits, which we do. So we should come out of this with 28 stacks of outrage once this SP3 finishes. This is actually the first time I've watched this back since playing it, and if I recall, the Furies didn't seem to work correctly, so that one is showing up correctly. You know, maybe it was just the increased physical resistance on the node, but it felt like to me that Namor's damage was significantly less than what it normally is. And there's really no reason for that as a result of the changes, so that Special 3 did a decent amount, and we do have the 2 Furies up, but right here, that SP2 does next to nothing. Like, what? Well, like, I don't understand. I don't understand why that SP2, you know, it was unblockable, that's fine. He was unstoppable. It still should have done a significant chunk of damage. Maybe I'll have to watch it back after I'm done recording this and see if he had the rock shield up or what, but I don't know. Even still, it feel like something was way off there. So now I'm kind of in a tough spot. I've got a minute left. He's taken what seems to be significantly less damage, even with his rock shield down. I lost my Furies. I'm trying to just build up my outrage as quickly as possible by launching additional SP1s, hoping to get an additional SP3. That doesn't work out. My SP2 again does next to no damage. I don't understand. Yeah. So we are going to get out of here with the victory, but I feel like this fight should not have been this difficult, and 60% physical resistance should not feel in practice like 99% physical resistance, which is really what it felt like playing this fight. Alright, so shield is shattered, 1 more special 1, and down he goes. So that fight could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I don't know really what's going on there with the resistance. Alright, last for me is this Dr. Doom on triple power gain and unblockable special 2. I'm going to boost up a second time. This is really just cleanup duty with Void. Somebody, 1 or 2 people I think, already went in. This fight's a bit of a really bad example of how to fight Dr. Doom. The power gain is really no joke. And in addition, I had a lot of trouble getting him to throw his special one, and when he did throw it, I was pretty terrible at avoiding it, as you'll see in a moment. So we're wasting a lot of time here. We do successfully dodge the first one. I accidentally pushed him over 2 bars of power. I thought I had enough room to keep him just below, and one special 2, man, whew, that just wipes out a huge portion of my health. So now I'm kind of more on the defensive. I completely blow the evade on the SP1 there, and I take all 3 hits. And then for some reason, I throw my SP1. My timing was really off, and he was already blocking. So now I'm kind of in a spot where, you know, we need to get this fight down. So we went into this war with 29 people. They had 30, so we were at a significant disadvantage in terms of attack bonus. We needed to have a safe 15 KO lead in order to have a chance at winning. So every attack bonus really counted. Thankfully, I was able to get this Doom down, but it was touch and go for a while. All right, and as expected, we came out. Wait, that's green. Wait, do we win? Do we win a war? Hey, we won a war, guys. We actually won a war. We won with 29 attackers only. We came out more than 15 kills ahead. Battle Group 2 in particular, our boss island put in some major work as far as KOs and kind of sealing the deal for us. So that'll give us at least a little bit of a cushion for the final 2 wars. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a 30th person in time or what. We'll have to find out. So low potion use, no death. Came out with a victory. That's about all you can ask for. And yeah, so if you like this, please give me a sub if you feel like it. Leave a comment, let me know how your season is going. Probably better than ours, that's for sure. And enjoy my new outro video that I just put together. So we'll see you later next time.